Hello students, welcome you back to the virtual online class. So I hope you are doing well. So before moving further, let us have a quick revision of what we have discussed in the last class. So coming to the last topic which we have already discussed in the previous class, we have done the introduction of computer, what is the information processing cycle, that is IPO cycle. So it is of consist of three steps, that is input, process and output. So this series of input, process and output constitutes the information processing cycle. Next we have discussed the various terms that were data, information, process. So all these terms were explained to you clearly. So I hope you have revised this and it is quite easy as well. Next we have discussed the various benefits of using the computer. So in that we have already seen that how the computer is useful and being used in various areas, at home, at workplaces, in schools. Then we have seen that what is the difference between desktop and laptop computer. Clear? The next we have discussed about the different areas like entertainment, communication and various technological advancement is being done because of this digital revolution, and this is done by the technocrats and the young generation who is contributing and who is computer literate. And also this is our responsibility to contribute for the computer literacy and make this country a more better and a uh, digital power. Okay, so now after that we have also discussed some characteristics of computer. So already we have discussed about the various other features like speed, quality, reliability, storage capability, and in the last class, as I remember, we have discussed till decision making. Clear? So in the decision making, as we have seen that how the decision making task can be done with the help of computer. So for today we are going to start from the next point, that is how the computer, the different areas, how the computer are friendly to us and how it is useful. So the next is faster communication speed. So in the past it took a long time for any news or message to be sent. Now with the help of internet, news or messages are sent via email to friends, business partners or to anyone quickly and efficiently. It also saves times and it is economical too. So this way you can see that the computers provide the faster communication speed, and because of this speed we save the time and it is saves the money as well. Clear? So this way we can see that the computers are helpful for a better and a faster communication. Next is sharing information. So let us see how the computer is used for sharing information. As we are already using the various sharing techniques, let us read this. The information can be shared by all people all around the world with the help of a computer. With the help of internet, information could be accessed and retrieved from anywhere and at any time. People can share and exchange opinions through social networking, news and information through discussion groups, mailing list, forums on the internet, etc. So this is the way in which you can express yourself using the different social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. So these are the various platforms where you can share your innovative ideas. Not only that, it also provide you the opportunity to earn money also. There are different YouTubers that are vloggers who make the video and earn their livelihood. So this way the computers are providing us the space to express ourselves, and not only that, we can share our ideas to the other people around the world. Next one is environment friendly. So how the computer is environment friendly? Let us see. The computers have reduced the use of paper because information can be stored and retrieved through the digital medium instead of paper. So this way we are saving the use of paper. All the things are being made online without the use of paper. So this reduces the use of paper, and so that the trees will not be cut. As you are familiar that all the pages which are your writing, and all the books, textbooks which are printed, they are made with the help of some trees. So if we are digitally, if we are using things, it reduces the paper use. So this way they are environment friendly. So online communication via emails, online chat and instant messaging also helps in creating the paperless environment. Clear? So this way it is also environment friendly. Now moving to the next topic, that is what you can do with the computer. So already we have seen that how the computer are useful in different areas. Now we will see what are the different things which we can do with the help of computer. So a computer is an electronic device which can be used for different purpose. For example, for listening music, watching movies, creating documents. Clear? So already these are very basic things which we have already discussed. So this way the computer is not only the electronic device which only do one or two things like DVD players and digital cameras, studio, etc. So this way the computer is not limited to for a single task, they are used for multitasking and various complex things also. Clear? So this way they are beneficial. So you can read the update your knowledge that how the computer perform the task, the how the word computer was first recorded in 1613 and was originally used to describe a human who performed calculation or computations. Next is, sorry, in the know the facts, as you already know that Charles Babbage is known as the father of computer, who invented analytical engine in 1833, having the features of input storage and processing capability. Clear? Now next we will see what are the different things which we can do with the help of computer. So this is quite easy, you can read yourself, but for a sake of convenience I will read some of these. So first is create documents. So by using the computer you can create letters, resume, reports, brochures, business card, invitations. So all these types of documents are very easy to be created using the computer. Which software we can use? For example, MS Word, the word processing software. There are various other word processing software, so MS Word is one of them. So all these documents can be created using the computer and different softwares. Next is checking finances. So you can use the computer to create a budget, record or expenses, balancing checkbook, and calculate the taxes and monitor your mortgage. Clear? So this way we can see that the financial needs of the different business is also met by using the computer. Clear? We can calculate our taxes, whatever the savings. There are various forms, business forms for this is a tedious process also. So for all these works the computers are taken help, and it is very easy using different financial softwares. Next is for performing research. So you can use the computer to research on any topic so that you can think of by using the internet. So whatever the research thesis and different areas where there is need of comparing the things for collecting different journals, different research papers. So for all these operations there are different website and different resources. So by taking the help of internet also, so computer are useful for the research and different scientific things. Next is working with numbers. So for calculating different spreadsheet programs like MS Excel, as you have seen. So for all these things we can use the computer for calculating the different data, and on the basis of the data which we have obtained, for example, if there is a record of all the marks of the student, on the basis of the marks entered we can calculate and create some different charts, that what is the growth rate of the students, how their percentage is varying in different subjects and in various exam. Clear? So this way we can use the computer to work on the numbers. Clear? Next is scheduling our time. How we can schedule our time? For that also we can use the computers. So let us see. You can use your computer as a personal organizer to record upcoming activities, birthday, anniversaries, event, meetings, and appointment. Clear? So for scheduling something, for to keep track of different important dates for different important activities, you can use the computer. So you can make it and save it, and whenever that function or event is going to occur, you can receive the notification. So this way the computer also helps to schedule ourselves, and it saves the time so that you don't forget and meet your different needs. Next is teaching purpose. So in the teaching purpose, as right now you are using the mobile phone or computer to watch this video, and this video was also recorded earlier using the computer. So this way, this teaching and online teaching is the new thing which is already in concept, but in this scenario of COVID-19 pandemic, this is much more useful and beneficial for the teaching purpose. The students are taking advantage, as well as the teachers are able to teach with the help of the computers. So this way you can see that how much is the computer playing the role to provide you the different learning facilities. Next we will see for chatting. So as you are already using the different Facebook and various other platforms to chat, like WhatsApp, Telegram, so these all chatting activities are also provided because of the computer. Okay, so we were discussing about the chatting. So how chatting is beneficial. So for chatting, how the computer is useful for us. So as already we are using the different platforms to chat, so this way the computer are useful for the chatting purpose also. Next is keep in touch. So let us see what is this. So you can use your computer to send email messages, and you can even talk to another person using a microphone and speakers attached to your computer. So you can see here that you can be connected with your friends, your family members, with the help of the computers. So it enables us to communicate with our relatives and loved ones. Next is buy and sell. So of course, as you are using different e-commerce website for purchasing and selling the things, so this way the computers are beneficial for the online shopping, and you can purchase and get it delivered to your door. So this way they are used for the commercial purpose for purchasing and selling the things. Next we will see about how they are used for other purpose. Let us see. The next is create items. So what is it? You can use your computer to create your own greeting cards, draw pictures, manipulate digital photos, edit digital movies, record sound, and compose music. So this way this computer enables us to make ourselves creative. So we can use the computers for various recreational purpose and to show our talent. So we can make various items using this. We can make drawings, we can learn about photo editing. So this way they also provide us different ways for expressing and for making ourselves more creative. Clear? Next is play media. So already you are using the computer for entertainment purpose and your mobile phones. So this way the computer enables us to play various CD, DVDs, audio and video files. So this way they can be used for entertainment purpose. Next one is also related to entertainment, that is playing games. So the computer is used, as you all also use the computer for these things. So you can play the games like fly a plane, race car, football and cricket. Not only this, there are various other and PUBG like games you are more familiar. So these are all being used because of the computers. Clear? Now moving to the next, that how the computer works. So let us see how the computer works. So a computer is a electronic device which works very fast. The main task of the computer is to process data into information. So here you can, this is a very basic diagram to demonstrate us that what are the steps which are involved in working a computer. So let us read this also. A computers carry out process using instructions, which are the steps that tells the computer how to perform a particular task. For this, the computer does four jobs. A computer inputs data, process it, displays the output as information, and store it. So these are the four steps for computer to work. They are the input, then processing, output, and storage. Clear? So these four steps constitute the IPO cycle, that information processing cycle, which we have initially read in the starting of the chapter. So here you can see, here the keyboard is used for giving the input. So if the data like 2 and 2 is given as input, this data will be processed with the help of a processor. Here you can see, as you see on also on the computer and laptops, it is written i3, i4, i3, i5, i7. So these are all processors. So see here, the process is done with the help of processing. So 2 plus 2, the addition process is being done with the help of processor. So this act of changing the data into information is called as processing. So this processing, the processed data will be called as information and will be displayed on the output device like monitor. So this is the output which we obtain, and if you want to store this output in any storage device like hard disk, so this is called as storage. So this constitutes the four steps, that is input, process, and output, as well as the storage. Clear? So I hope this diagram makes it very clear that what are the IPO cycle and how the data is given as input, then processed and obtained the output, and at the last for future use we store the data. Now coming to the next, one by one it is explained what is input, process, and output. So by the name itself, as we have already seen, let us, it is very easy, you can read yourself as well, but let us read this once. So what is input? So input is the instructions which is entered into the computer is called as input. Clear? So the instructions which are given using the different input devices, as you can see, keyboard, mouse, scanner, microphone, clear, touch screen. So these all are example of the input devices. So the data which is given using the different input device is called as input. So the input device help you to communicate with the computer. You can use the input device to enter information and give commands. So examples we have already seen, keyboard, mouse, scanner, and different, these are the example of input device. Next is process. So the processing, as we have seen in the diagram also, the processing is done with the help of central processing unit. It is the main chip in the computer which is used to process data. So what is processing? Processing means treating the data according to the instructions and changing it in the form of information. So the steps of changing the data into desired information is called as processing with the help of the processor. There, let us see example. For example, if you want to add two numbers like 4 and 7, so this addition, these numbers and the instructions to add these things, so this is will be done with this addition process will be done with the help of the processor, and the output will be obtained as 11. So that will be called as information. Clear? Next term is output. Sorry. So output is a computer is fed with a lot of data to be processed and organized. So the data that has been processed into a useful form is called output. Clear? So the data which we give is the raw data, and after processing, the output which we obtain is called as output, and this output is displayed on various output devices like the monitor, the printer, speaker. So these are all the example of output devices. Clear? I hope this is clear. Next one is the store or storage. So when this the data which we have got at output, if you want to get it stored for future use, so in that case they can be used, they can be saved in various storage devices like pen drive, the hard disk drive. Clear? Or whenever you save it in a file, that data is saved in the mobile phone or the computer in the different storage units. So this way this is called as the storage. Not only the pen drive, hard disk, there are various other storage devices like CD and DVD. Clear? So these are all the different example of storage devices. Now next we will read about the different ways how to keep the hardwares. Clear? So one by one we will see how to use and how to keep them in a better position. So let us see. Today most of us know how to use the computer but are far away from taking good care of it. It is well said, take good care of your computer and it will take good care of you. So anything, any device, electronic equipment, if you are using, it is the responsibility of us to keep it in a better position. And it is rightly said that if you will take care of the computer will take care of you. It is not difficult to keep your computer healthy and in a good working condition. Some useful tips and preventive measures can keep your computer healthy, wealthy and wise. So as you have read that early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy and wise. In the same way, here also it is being used that how to keep our computer in a better way. So how to make our computer faster, long lasting and give optimal performance. So we will see that how the maintaining our computer involves keeping our computer physically clean. Clear? So we can maintain the hardware by keeping them and maintaining the cleanliness of that and to take proper care of all the devices. So let us see. First is keeping your computer physically clean. How we can keep our computer physically clean? So for that we can use various ways. Most people don't know how to properly clean their computers. Some people never clean their computers at all. Dust build up on your monitor, mouse and other accessories can cause problems. So by cleaning your computers regularly, you can help to keep it working and avoid expensive repairs. So in the situation of the different pandemic like COVID-19 also, it is very necessary to use the different cleaning things so that it may not get infected if it is being used by various persons. So avoid using the public devices in these days, and at the home also, as it is being shown that we can it is our duty and responsibility to keep the devices clean regularly or at a certain interval of time. Clear? So we will see that what are the problems which can be caused by dust. So first is the dust can slow down the airflow inside your computer system unit or computer case, which can raise the computer's temperature to dangerous levels. So this can cause your computers to fail prematurely and you can even lose data. So in the electronic equipments like your computer, your desktop, you see there are various air vents which are used for air passage, so that the while using the computer if get heated, so by the flow of air it will be cooler to use. So if there will be blockage of dust, so it will cause problem. So you can keep it clean and at regular interval you can use the different cleaning methods. You can use blowers or you can wipe with the help of a cloth. So this way you can remove the dust. Next one is the dust collected on your monitor can cause eye strain, especially if you spend long hours working on your computer every day. So not only on the computer, if the dust is on your display screen, the monitor or the mobile screen if you are using, so if there will be dust particles or is there some stain on the surface, so while emitting the light it may cause eye strain. So to keep it easy for our self, and to reduce the eye strain, what we can do, we can clean the surface with the proper, there are some liquids which is provided, you can use them also, or you can simply wipe out with the help of a cloth. Clear? So whatever the device or the nature of the screen, there are the precautions which are provided with them. We can take care of the devices using those precautions and only use the uh, things which are permitted to use. Don't use water or the different other things. Now cleaning the monitor. So let us see, if we have a standard computer uh, screen, that is CRT screen, so spray glass cleaner on it and wipe it down with a thin lint free cloth. Clear? So in the case of CRT, there are some spray cleaners, so you can spray on the screen and you can wipe out with a cloth which is lint free. Lint free means some of the clothes have some uh, small hair like particles above the clothes surface. So there are some clothes which are lint free, there are no tiny spores above the surface of the clothes, so you can use those, so it will clean the surface very properly. So if you have a flat LCD type monitor, wipe it down with a dry cloth. Clear? So for LCD monitor, you can simply use a dry cloth. So if the LCD screen is still dirty, you can put the cleaning spray on the cloth and then wipe to remove dirt and smudges. So in most of the cases recently, in these days, we have the LCD screen. So why it is advisable, don't spray the liquid on the screen, use the liquid or the sprayer on the cloth, and by that sprayed cloth which is wet, then you can use on the screen to wipe out. Clear? So these are the safety ways and easy things to keep the surface cleaner. Next is cleaning your system unit. How you can clean the system unit? Wipe your system unit with a dry cloth every day. If your system unit still remains dirty, you can put the cleaning spray on the cloth, then wipe out to remove dirt and smudges. Clear? So the very easy way is to to clean the surface with a dry cloth every day, but at some certain times there may be some dirt or particles, oily things which get on the surface, which is not easy to clean with a dry cloth. So in that case, you can use the cleaning spray to clean them. Next is cleaning your keyboard. So a dirty keyboard can cause your keyboard not to work properly. So dust particles and other particles can get stuck underneath the keys, which can stop its working. So the following steps are the basic cleaning tips that will help you to keep your keyboard clean. So now we will see how we can clean the keyboard. So first unplug obviously from the USB port. After that, turn the keyboard upside down and gently shake it to remove the dirt and dust between the keys. So when you will reverse the keyboard, then whatever the dust particle which may come down easily, it will come outside gently if you shake it. After that, you can use the can of a compressed air to clean between the keys. So if we pass a blow of air or a compressed air in between a bottle or a can, so this air will help to clean the keys. After that, moisten cotton cloth or paper towel with rubbing liquid and use it to clean the top of the keys. After that, what you can do, you can take any cloth or a towel, and by rubbing this spraying liquid, the cleaning liquid, you can spray on the cloth itself. Don't use the liquid on the keyboard, use that liquid on the cloth, and by using that wet cloth, you can wipe the keys of the keyboard. And if you accidentally spill liquid on the keyboard, quickly shut down the shut down the computer, unplug the keyboard from the port, then turn the keyboard upside down to allow the liquid to drain out. Clear? So if in case if you are facing the situation where there is a spill of liquid in the keyboard, so suddenly in that case, shut down the computer and unplug the computer from the port and reverse the keyboard, so that if there is any liquid, it will come out. and when only you are ensured that it is properly, it has been dried, then only reattach and use it later. So this way we can take care of the keyboard. Clear? So this is all for today. So as a homework, uh, you can write few of the examples of the input, process and output devices. Write at least 5 examples of each. Okay, and till then, if you are having and facing any difficulty anywhere in the topics which I have discussed so far, so you can send me the query. You can feel free to contact me on the WhatsApp group, or you can send me a mail, or whenever we will meet in the next video live session. Okay, so till then keep learning and enjoy the learning process, and keep yourself healthy and fit, and don't go outside. So keep yourself safe and stay indoor. Okay, take care and thank you.